We are in the graphic design and illustration student exhibition.
It's basically illustrations and graphic design pieces from students that are graphic design or illustration majors.
You can find art pieces made from Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop. You can find here from poster designs, photo restoration, storyboards. Looking around this room, I can see how much the students here are learning and are getting from their professors.
We have people who are using their computers, doing digital pieces. We have people who are doing traditional, hand-drawn, and people using photography.
The quality of this exhibition is excellent. I get surprised to see how much the students are getting from the graphic design and illustration program.
For my particular class, our illustrations were based on Little Red Riding Hood and the story that goes along with it, and just kind of themed pieces that go with that story. And for my particular piece, I was more focused on the wolf itself. I was initially going to have a very close-up shot of the wolf in as great a detail as I could, but then I decided to do a little bit more with it, so I took it to the point of the story where he goes to the grandmother's house. I like the idea of it being kind of dark and cold and snowy, so it's that kind of foreboding, like something horrible is about to happen in the story, and I like that idea, so I kind of ran with that. And just to show that there was a Little Red Riding Hood, you can still see the Little Red in the wolf's eyes. I really like that kind of paintbrush texture that came when you draw a paintbrush to canvas. So I wanted it to have that kind of effect. Initially, the wolf was going to have a very much photographic type of detail, and I decided to change it along with like the snow and the snow on the trees and the trees themselves. I liked the idea of having that kind of rough texture instead of that kind of clean look that comes with a lot of digital pieces. I like the way it turned out. It's one of the better pieces I've done with this class. My teacher really helped kind of get that idea out of my head. One thing she said was that while the wolf is a good image, it still kind of limits to the story, and let's see what you can do if you take that idea and just kind of run with it a little bit.
So for this assignment, we had to pick a photo with a writing instrument in it, and we have to replicate it. I wasn't sure what to pick, but then I decided to pick these 3 markers because I wanted something more challenging. I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to recreate and make it as realistic as the original. You see 3 markers with reflections and its positioning and angle, so we can see the depth of these 3 markers. It wasn't easy because it takes a lot of steps. We have to first trace it. You have to trace every little edge to see every little shadow, every little reflection. Then you have to try to get the colors, and then use the reflection. And you combine all of that, and then you get this result. I'm not sure if people imagine when they see this illustration. I'm not sure if they imagine how much time it takes to get this done. It took me a lot of hours to get to this point. It wasn't easy to recreate all the reflections.
I enlisted in the Marine Corps shortly after 9/11. I decided to go route of military police because I have members in my family who are in law enforcement, and I was following in their footsteps. While I was in, I was attached to a presidential security unit, and I did that for a good amount of time, and I traveled with the president, and I did security for the president. And then I transferred and became a regular military policeman in California, where I was basically just a cop. And I got out in 2007, and when I got out, I was basically hunting for jobs and doing that stuff. School didn't really come into play until about 4 years after my military service. And initially when I started coming to school, it was going to be for criminal justice, and that was my goal, just criminal justice. I was going to keep that law enforcement path going. But then, as school kept progressing, I've always been creative. Like when I was a kid, I draw a lot of, I loved to draw when I was a kid. I was very musical when I was younger. I'm very big into film. And so I wanted to continue kind of with that path along with my criminal justice, so I decided to dual major. And that's how I ended up getting into illustration.
I'm from Paraguay. I came here 8 years ago. It wasn't easy at first. I chose Montgomery College because it's a pretty diverse environment. You can basically find people from anywhere, from all the parts of the world. And you learn a lot from all these different backgrounds. And that's what I was captivated by it. I honestly didn't have idea. I was totally undecided of what I wanted to do with my life. Then I decided I was gonna give graphic design a shot, and I can see myself from day one and now, and I can see that I learned a lot. I can see how my skills develop day by day. And it's amazing that you are in front of a computer with a blank page in front, and then after a few hours you see an art piece. And it's amazing. You feel proud of yourself to see all these new things that you are learning every day.
Initially, it was a tough transition. I went from a very structured lifestyle to where I had a command presence to kind of give me a rundown of what I'm doing for the day. They give me a job and I'd go do it. And so when I got to school, it's the exact opposite. And a big help I got was from Combat to College with Joanna Starling and Jason Franklin. They helped, because Jason was a former Marine and he understood the difficulty of that transition, they helped me get from that structure, waiting for the command, and then doing the job to, actually basically learning how to do it like everybody else. So they were a big help in that transition.
I believe that professors here in the graphic design department are pretty experienced in what they're doing. They're pretty knowledgeable, and I'm glad to be sharing time with them because I'm learning a lot from them. The staff here are pretty friendly and they make you feel comfortable.
I like it, actually.
They always give you useful critics that you can use later on to improve. They give us a variety of projects, and that gives the students a better idea of what they're getting into. I'll keep in my mind all the critics that professors have given me, so I won't commit the same mistakes. I'll try to improve and keep those in my mind.
Professor Vaughn, definitely, she was a great professor this year. She definitely helped me just kind of take the stuff that's in my head and get it on paper, but also, show me ways to get it on paper and have it be effective, have it be an effective image. For the stuff that I've done with this class, I did a piece on law enforcement. I had to illustrate from an essay, and the essay was an anonymous author writing about his time as a police officer. And so I was able to take my time from the military as a military policeman and show just kind of the difficulty of being in law enforcement. I was able to show it's a blank face, it's very straight edges and bold colors, because for most law enforcement it's very black and white, and it's a faceless community.
I feel great to realize that I'm graduating from Montgomery College and I'm doing something that I really like and I really enjoy. I'm really thankful for all I learned here at Montgomery College. I will feel that I'm doing something with my life, that I accomplished what I was looking for.
When I get the diploma in my hand, for one, it's going to be relief. School is exhausting, especially when I'm working full-time and going to school full-time. So knowing that that part of my life is complete, it's going to be a very nice feeling. It's another thing that I've accomplished in my life. I accomplished Marine Corps boot camp, and I got a really good sensation from that. I managed to survive the Marine Corps, which was a big accomplishment. When I got out of the military, that was a big accomplishment. So being able to finish college and get that diploma, it's going to be it's a great feeling, definitely.
Graduating from Montgomery College, it's going to be an accomplishment. It's going to be the first step to an entrepreneurial future.
Antonella Isaias with honors.
I'm planning to transfer afterwards to Stevenson University, and I know that everything I learned here is going to be helpful.
Being at Montgomery College and going to school here and learning how to transition out of that military lifestyle is really going to be the big assistance when I get out into the real world. I'll be able to take my experiences here and take that mentality of critical thinking and taking initiative and doing all that, and being able to take that into whatever career field I end up in.
I feel that Montgomery College is a great place. I tell everyone that they should come here. It's a pretty friendly place, a pretty friendly environment. The staff are willing to help you all the time. They are willing to work with you one-on-one and give you suggestions to help you improve in your weakness. And I'm really thankful for all that.
There's a little fear because I don't know what's going to happen after I graduate, but there's excitement because I know what comes next is going to be of a result of what I've done in school and the military.
I love Montgomery College.
Kick it.
Pi Day. Welcome to MC in Focus, Montgomery County's only student-produced newscast. I'm Heather Welliver.
And I'm Asia Norris.
The TV production program at Montgomery College is a great program. I enjoyed taking all of the TV courses, including television production, advanced television production, advanced broadcast journalism, and video editing.
My overall experience in TV production has been really good. I've experienced a lot. I've gone through learning things that I knew a little bit about before I came in, but I got to progress and really adapt to the environment as well.
It was a lot of fun. I was surprised how much fun I had. We did a lot of hands-on, and that made a big difference. We did the book learning thing. You know, you have to get all the terminology down and everything first. But we really jumped in quickly, learning how to operate the equipment and how to make a production. And everybody really had a good time.
That's what I love most about TV production is the editing part, because you get to create the emotion in the videos. And taking all of those classes, you also get to learn how the TV world works. So it was pretty fun.
The best parts of the programs were when they go full on and teaching you how to white balance a camera to make sure that your colors are right, and also being able to switch from not just being a cameraman but to be a producer or director. And yeah, just getting to know each role and what purpose they serve and how they can affect the other role if you're not doing it the right way.
In class, I was learning actual directing skills. I got to sit at the board and run the board. I got to go into the audio room and run the audio. I got, you know, everything. Running cameras, producing. I got the chance to produce my EFP class's final project.
The part of the program that I felt I got the most benefit from has to be directing, because I got to learn how to become a director and fully take on the role of letting the crew know what's next, what needs to be cued, what needs to be ready for the show to roll live on air. Directing the TD, the technical director, to make sure that the cameras get taken on time.
That's right, folks. First place baseball in the nation's capital and in Baltimore. The Nationals open up a series against the Oakland against the Athletics today, and also the Orioles open up.
All of the professors in the TV production program are great.
The professors are there to help you out no matter what.
Our teachers were fantastic.
They know what they're talking about. They're knowledgeable of the subject. They have great delivery, and I enjoyed being a part of that.
Even though you run into some issues, bump heads, but you eventually learn that they're there to help you and guide you throughout the field. Like Joanne Carl, she really pushed me to realize, okay, this is how it's done in the industry, so this is the standard. Even though I know there might be ways that I want to do it, but I know that it's the standard, and that's the way you're going to get a job in this field.
Professor Koch has been in the business for a long time, and he brings a lot of stories and a lot of experience to the table, and I love hearing about what he did, what he's been through.
Professor Feldman was a really good writing teacher. She is really hard on deadlines, so it helped me to not be a procrastinator, and aside from learning the job skill and learning broadcast journalism, it also helped me build character.
They were all fantastic. They have fun, and it rubs off on you. All my classmates, we always had a great time. It was more like play than work, but we're learning, and particularly getting to do so much. It was invaluable.
My overall experience with Montgomery College has been positive. It's been great. It's been fun as well. My education became more of my hobby instead of just, viewing it as, oh, it's education, some people view it as boring. It became more of a hobby, and helping me realize this is, what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and I actually enjoy saying that.
One day we were in class, and a couple people came in and they were from Montgomery College Television, from MCTV. They come in to tell us that there were internship opportunities at MCTV, and so I immediately applied. And I got in, and it was one of the best things that's ever happened to me.
I was taking the advanced TV production course when I got the job at Montgomery College Television. The internship that I got here at Montgomery College Television gave me a little leadership in the courses that I was learning at Montgomery College. So in my classes, I was able to help other students with things that they weren't aware of. And I think that this internship was a great experience.
Really, really love it here at MCTV. It's fantastic. The whole group is great, from the producer directors to the other student production assistants. We're all like a close family. But the thing is, they encourage you to grow. And they're not trying to keep you stuck. They want to empower us.
The different positions that I learned and got to perform in my TV courses and at MCTV were directing, technical directing, assistant directing. I got to learn how to work the chyron a little bit, teleprompting, camera operating, doing VTR, and also audio. That's what I really enjoy, is that while working at MCTV, I'm learning at the same time I'm performing, and it'll help me when I get a job in the TV field.
What's wonderful is that Montgomery College has connections with Discovery Communications, and they actually offered an opportunity for Montgomery College students specifically to get internships there, and I got lucky enough to get it. So I'm really excited to move forward and to keep growing, and doing that with Discovery is a dream come true.
I would like to thank Professor Carl and Professor Koch for helping me craft my ability to be a director, producer, a cameraman. So yeah, I would like to thank them for that.
I just want to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to work with them, to be a part of their team, to everyone that gave me a chance to do things and learn from them. I'm really happy that they did that for me, and I hope that I did something for them.
I'm a mom. I've got a 5-year-old little boy, and I've been attending MC for 2.5 years, so that's half his life. If it weren't for the Early Learning Center right here on campus, I wouldn't be able to attend classes. And knowing that he was in good hands, first of all, was a great comfort. And the really cool thing I'm going to miss is being able to step outside and hear my child laughing on the playground. He's right there, and what a comfort knowing that any time that he needed me, I could be there.
Good morning, and welcome to Montgomery College's 2014 ceremony.
Jose Martin Ruiz.
That feeling of walking across the stage, it's got to be amazing. It's got to feel like an accomplishment. Finally, it's like, thank God I finished, my education. I can finally be proud holding the diploma, and it feels wonderful to have graduated from my field. And hopefully this degree also leads me to a job that I might enjoy doing forever.
Asia Norris.
Well, graduating is always a very exciting moment because you passed, you made it, and although it seems so far away, when you do graduate, it feels like it went by really fast. And that's what I am a little sad about. When I get my name called and I go on stage and I shake Dr. Paula's hand, I hope I just smile, and it'll be tears of joy if the tears start rolling.
And I'm gonna give you a hug. Thank you.
Heather Bailey with honors.
Getting to walk across the stage means a lot to me, particularly because I didn't get to do this in high school. I was a dropout. I had different ambitions and different priorities, and being able to prove myself and to have my family see me walk across the stage and get my certificates. I'm proud, and that I can set an example for my son, and that he gets to see that. It means I'm so glad I came.
So my future plans is to run my own business, and right now I have this thing called J. Martin Films. There's a Facebook page, a website, and it's pretty much me and my friend who started it, and so far there's kind of a high demand. So we've been doing weddings, we've been doing music videos, interviews, and promoting businesses locally. So I've been doing a lot of commercials for that, and yeah, hopefully this is what I end up doing to further kind of progress what I really want to do, which is film at the end. So we'll see where it goes from there.
I have been applying to a couple of jobs, so I do want to get a job in the media field, and I don't really care what I do because I like everything about TV, and what's great is that I got to learn a lot of things working here that I can apply at a job that I'll get in the future.
I'm staying open to opportunity. That's what's gotten me this far. And so I'm not going to take for granted that I might get a job at Discovery. I'm going to plug away, I'm going to apply for jobs, and just keep improving my skills. But I would just love to host something where I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about, that is personal to me. That would be the dream job right there.
I want to say thank you, Mom, for supporting me throughout the years and making sure that you allowed me to do what I wanted to do, not what, family would like me to do. But, thank you for that.
I've had good times. I can't name any bad times. I don't think there were any bad times because it was just fun. TV is fun.
I specifically want to say thank you to the people at Montgomery College Television, because I feel like it really helped supplement my education here at MC. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm really excited.
I love Montgomery College. Montgomery College is one of the best community colleges in the universe.